Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Mughal Empire. So we have finally made it to the Age of Enlightenment, or we're making it towards the Age of Enlightenment. We do have a little bit of time here in the Age of Absolutism, like 10 years to go. And we're going to use that time to pretty much stabilize, try and get the humanist ideas done. Try and also just, in general, stabilize our country a little bit. We have the mighty Deakin here as our march. They have, what, 70, 80 troops? It's crazy. Hormuz is strong. The Ottomans are still stronger than we are. They're currently just conquering lands, apparently. I think they're out here, right? Yeah. They're actually losing, which is hilarious. So this is the whole plan for why this Let's Play is continuing, past the point where I already got Emperor of Hindustan, is we want to do Home Sweet Karakoram, Home Sweet Karakoram, as the Mughals assimilate Mongolian culture. So we need to take essentially this handful of provinces right here from the Ming. Easier said than done, obviously. Once we get enough favors with the Ottomans to actually be able to call them to a war. We can kind of right now, but it's not enough. Then we will attack. We also really should get unrestricted coring distance. That way I can actually take the land. Yeah. We can afford a level 3, might as well take a level 3 for now. Whoops. Took the wrong one. My bad. We'll switch that around. Even though we are currently ahead in Diplo power. We don't have a very good ruler. I mean, true, he's a 10 stat ruler, but he's cruel and he's a sinner, so my lands are not particularly loyal at all. In fact, I'm almost more tolerant of other religions than I am of actual Sunni Islam, which is funny. Which is quite funny, actually. Let's strengthen government. That way we are tolerant of everything. Don't have to deal with that. We're also dealing with the corruption problem from switching to the Zabat government reform. We do have a lot of states we could add to our empire. I'm not entirely sure if it would be worth it, considering I think it's much more valuable at this point to get humanists done, because the policies we get from that are really powerful. Also remember, we're still on 1.6, the one pre-Poland patch, just because the Poland patch breaks Iron Man saves. So we've got to finish this off. We've got the main goal of this Let's Play. It's a matter of going for the other ones. The Ming are barely stable. Oh, what's this? Korea has actually invaded Japan and has won for the moment. Oh. Interesting. Well, Japan is not that powerful, actually, but they are bordering the Ming, so the Ming are slightly weaker than they should be. I don't think the Ming have any other lands outside of... Oh, no, they have actually colonized some of this land down here, which means they border Spain. Interesting. They are now fighting Korea to try and conquer them. Interesting. It's all very interesting, isn't it? How, for once, the Ming are absolutely monumentally aggressive. However, they are losing mandate due to non-tributaries. Wonder who they lost as a tributary. I assume Korea at least, but... Oh, probably because they attacked Buryatia. Buryatia is no longer a tributary state. There's no way Korea is going to survive this. If Korea won this, this would be like the biggest win ever. They have 129,000 troops, though, so it won't be a complete walk in the park for the Ming, but the Ming will win in the end. It would take literally Russia or me or the Ottomans to have a hope of breaking China. They don't even have defensive ideas. Hopefully they have good forts though and can hold out. Interesting, all the little different names for things. High Guans. Okay, let's see how my capital's doing. I probably could get the Enlightenment working there if I put some effort towards it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while otherwise. Let's do development. What do we need to actually get a religion? The monarchy. Oh, we need admin power 50. Okay. We'll wait 5 months and we'll get a little bit more there. Oh, nice. Increased corruption reduction. I might actually boost rooting out corruption as high as it can go for a little while. There we go. I just don't want any corruption. It's not worth it. We also could probably develop some gold mines if we need money. We only get 2 gold from gold. See, I think it's Gorwar? No, it's this province. Marwar is here. There we go. That's a little bit more gold income. Shouldn't make too big of an issue for me in the long run. We'll get this 10% cheaper coring development cost, might as well. And then we'll work on our capital. Still 100 something per each, but we get 8% per each development used on it, so that's a little bit better. We obviously don't have innovation ideas, so there's no point in wondering about that. The only point of innovation is really for that, so we don't need it. Patronize these guys. Does that mean? Yep, diplomatic power. Call a diet. Get some military power. Lending libraries and book clubs. Cool. Didn't know that was a thing. Tells you how often I actually reach this point of the game. Usually I get the achievement before 1700. My late game play is not that great, so forgive me if I do badly. Oh, the Mamelukes lost the central authority and have lower absolutism. Probably because the Mamelukes are kind of like a fallen state. They've just kind of got scattered provinces all over the map now. How goes the big Korean War? Look at this. Korea is winning. That's because I think the Ming have kind of gotten diverted by attacking Buryatia. They're down to 51,000 manpower, but 173 mercenaries means it's going to make no difference in the long run. The Ming probably can just human tidal wave all of Korea without trying. It's honestly kind of like me versus Vijayanagar. Our reoccurring fights. Pretty much just a march in and take over. We've almost got this developed here. Honestly, we should probably stop trying to develop it, instead do spread it and it'll get faster. Yeah. We're going to get that in less than a year. Awesome. Should spread reasonably fast because we have a lot of universities. A lot of them. Like a scary amount of universities. I don't think we would have enough if we were like Athens to get academical, but... Or academical. I don't actually know how you pronounce that one. I suspect there's probably a pun on Athens' name, but you have to have, what, 100 universities as Athens? Very strange achievement, considering Athens is one of the countries most likely to die. Stuck as a vassal from the beginning, with the Ottomans right next to them. There we go, we want influence, and next month we will in fact have the Enlightenment. Awesome. Enlightenment is present in Delhi. that is worth almost 3% of our total development. And it should spread a little bit faster from these ones because nearby friendly province has enlightenment. Awesome. Interesting that I never gave Agra a university. Nor Jaunpur, interesting. I kind of put it in like some of the worst provinces to put universities in. I think the way it was being sorted was provinces with more space. Building slots. Well, it is spreading. That's progress. The corruption is under control, so I could probably actually just completely stop rooting out corruption. Or close to it. It'll take it a little over a year to do, which is fine. We still got 5 years to go till we get to see what the Age of Absolutism, Age of Revolutions bonuses are. And in that time we can also wipe out Vijayanagar in 2 years. Curious to see if we can actually threaten Spain for their province. Can't even start in Portugal. Honestly, we could try and do some more of these achievements like Lower Burma campaign and stuff, but they're all protected by the Ming, so I don't really want to pick a fight with the Ming before I'm ready. Although Mong Nong is not, Mong Nai or whatever. I suppose I could conquer them. These guys are protected by the Ming though. Why are these guys fighting Indonesia of all reasons? You know what? I'll declare war on these guys. There we go. Okay, so interesting to note, we do lose money per month while at war. Not much is actually due to having mercenaries though, which is funny. 44 gold. Okay. Boost that a little bit. I don't think I've given this to a state. Oh, I have. Let's revoke that. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go fight them. Take that. I'm gonna let Deakin go kill them because I'm pretty sure Deakin is on its own 10th in the world in military strength. Does not have a ton of manpower though. I'll have to be careful of that. Probably because they've spent it all. They do have quantity, so it will rebuild reasonably fast. This army right here is probably going to be the core of my attack on the Ming. You know, I think we'll actually go with efficient tax farming. We also get money. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't have to do anything here because my arches will handle it all for me. As long as I keep them loyal, there should be no problem. It's not as ridiculous as playing as Austrian with, you know, all the reforms in the HRE past, but it's not far off. Okay. We'll let them conquer that, and I will be back in 1 moment. Okay, heretics converted. Spain apparently can re-rival me, which is interesting. And our ruler has another negative trait. Ay, ay, ay. I'm kind of actually wanting to take Champa as well. That I don't think that will count as bordering the Ming, but it'll get us a lot closer. Also, apparently the French have bought land next to the Empire of China, which is why they're falling. This is awesome, actually. I won't even have to do anything except invade, and China should already fall. The fact that you can now charter land from these guys means the empires of like the Ming and stuff should fall really easy. Honestly, it's kind of sad. I mean, it kind of did happen historically. I can't charter because I'm in the same continent. Although I could probably charter one from like one of these guys. Curious, can I? I don't have colonial range. Oops, my bad. Still kind of cool. So you know what? Could I charter a company from the Ottomans? I'm curious. No. We're at war, and we don't actually have enough anyhow. Let's take all of this. There we go. We actually now do border the Ming. Cool. And now we should have a land route, which means the poor Ming. Oh, look at that. The collapse of the Ming Empire. I don't even have to do anything. Awesome. Because there's no way the Ming are going to attack me and the Ottomans. As long as the Ottomans are here, I'm safe. Okay. So we just have to wait a handful of months for the Ming to start to collapse, which ironically should be about the time the Age of Absolutism ends. 33 months from now, they'll fall below 50. Also, shouldn't they also be suffering some of the like I know there's events where the Chinese have to deal with like Christianity and stuff. Interestingly, Russia now has charter companies here. No one has actually asked me to charter companies, which is funny. I wonder if there's events that you can get charter company from the Ming. I'm actually going to re-ally the Orate, who apparently have gained independence from the Ming. Although, if they do call me to war against the Ming, I am betraying them. I am totally betraying them. But in the meantime, we will sit and we will wait. Also, the Ming apparently border Russia now. So the Ming have managed to border multiple empires that don't actually are not willing to be tributaries. That's kind of sad if you think about it. They're still fighting the Mamelukes now. They beat Korea easily. But they didn't actually get much from it. I think they took provinces and that's it. Did they? They didn't actually do anything. Interesting. Kind of went to a white peace. Oh, the Ming are out of manpower. That would be why. I kind of really want to attack right now. I can't call the Ottomans in. Too far in debt. I could pay down their debt, I guess, if I wanted to. If I were to attack Persia, actually, by accident. The Ming and... Wow. Persia's got some allies. They're guaranteed by Russia and the Ottomans. So I guess both hate me. Well, the Ottomans like me, but Russia particularly hates me. Not going to waste my favors with the Ottomans. I kind of need them. We'll take legalism. We get prestige reasonably fast, so I'm not worried about it. And I shouldn't have to worry about Deacon either. 654 development, wow. As long as I don't lose my entire army, they should be loyal. Which I don't think I'm going to. They denounce Neo-Confucianism. Lovely. That even makes them less stable. Once the Ming start to fall, it'll be easy to overrun them. I don't think we'd be able to, for example, take a lot of the Ming... Well, we could. We could take about 1/5 of the Ming's empire. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm just wondering if we can declare like a war and then just take over the Ming really fast, or just do like a one line all the way up to the Mongols. Anyhow, Empire is falling fast. We have nothing to do. Once we hit Age of Revolutions, I'll probably end this. Not much is happening right now, other than us trying to get enlightenment. They have 54 in their capital. It's actually growing reasonably fast in some of my lands. We should get it fairly soon, actually, then. The Ming are lucky that they actually spawned it. Okay. The Ottomans, interestingly enough, are not really expanding into Europe anymore. They're pretty much just focusing on Indonesia. Let's check out our rankings. I'm number 1 by a significant margin. If you double the subjects, it's 800, so 3,400 development. Ottomans 2,500, Spain 2,000, Ming 1,000, almost 700. Russia and France are almost the same size, probably because the Ottomans stole all that. Great Britain not far behind. Portugal hanging in there as a great power. Well done, Portugal. Let's get that. We now have tons of interesting things we can do. The local militias is going to be handy with the... oh, I have to execute our philosopher. The local militia will help us in our war versus the Ming. Oh, we have a natural scientist, but there's no point anymore. Okay. We don't get an IG group for what? Another 2 techs? That's unfortunate. We get a Diplo policy, so might as well take that. Foreign Aid Act, not that it helps much. We want the Preparation Act, even if it costs us 1 military point a month. And the Liberation Act, we don't need it right now. Suppose I could take it. It would keep unrest under control. We've got a lot of bonuses. Look at all these. Kind of want my ruler to die, honestly. I could have him abdicate, couldn't I? Then we'd be negative prestige, and I don't think I can risk that. Ideally, we want him to die of natural causes. So, you know what? Let's put him in charge of an army and put him to drill. He's not that genius of a ruler anyhow. I won't feel too bad when he dies. We'll only lose 1 monarch point. We'll actually get some military skill coming in. We can actually apparently raise another general, so let's do that as well. We should have good generals for a war with the Ming. We've got offense, we've got defense, we've got admin, we've got influence, we've got humanism, we've got quantity. That's about the perfect policy build for like conquering huge masses of land. Only thing that could be better is we'd have diplomatic for the cheaper province war score cost. And I don't know. I don't know what else we have. Quality. Okay. Here we are. Age of Revolutions. We meet 4 of the requirements. So we could theoretically do a golden age. We get 9 per month. We need 800. Less than 100 months. So less than 10 years we'll get stuff. Specifically, we want unrestricted coring conquest. So anyhow, that will be it. Next time we should start our conquest of the Ming as they fall really, really low in mandate. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.